Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second edition of Mysterious Disappearances. I hope you find these as interesting as I have, so let's get started. Jean Spangler was a gorgeous actress who went to meet her ex-husband about child support and was never seen again on October 7th of 1949. Spangler said goodbye to her sister-in-law Sophie and her 5-year-old daughter, saying she was going to meet her ex-husband to discuss custody payments and then go to work on a film set that night. She never returned. Her purse was found with torn handles and an unfinished note. The note was addressed to Kirk and read, "Can't wait any longer. Going to see Dr. Scott. It will work best this way while Mother is away." It was ended with a comma as if it hadn't been finished. Spangler was never found. There was speculation that the mysterious Kirk may have been Kirk Douglas. There were also theories that she was killed by her jealous ex-husband or died due to a botched abortion. The case remains unsolved, and the note seems to hint at an abortion. It will work best this way, but of course, the medical visit could have been quite different. It's a shame the police never spoke with this Dr. Scott. Spangler's reputation was abused in the media. The word was she got around, she dated everybody, including men from the mafia. She's a party girl. She goes out with a lot of people, gangsters, movie stars, Hollywood executives. They did find her little black book after she disappeared, and there were a lot of prominent names in it. So the press, the day in question was a normal day. According to Spangler's family, she stated she was going to the movie set, then to her ex-husband's house seeking an increase in child support payments. Although Spangler didn't return home for 2 days, this behavior wasn't entirely unusual, and Sophie, her sister-in-law, didn't report her absence. Spangler's purse was found near Griffith Park, a large, beautiful forested area where horsemen often rode. 60 horsemen and 140 volunteers scoured the area to look for evidence or for the body. Their efforts were in vain, though. It was at this time that LAPD focused its attention on the strange note in her purse. A police department handwriting expert carefully examined Spangler's note and confirmed it was her handwriting. In order to try to decipher the cryptic message, investigators studied her life from her childhood up until her disappearance. She was born in Seattle, Washington, September 2nd of 1923, to an itinerant family. She graduated from Franklin High School in Los Angeles, and in 1942, Spangler married her high school sweetheart, Dexter Benner. It wasn't a good marriage, but soon after they were married, she got pregnant. Now let's go through the suspect list. Suspect number 1, Lieutenant Scott. Jean's husband was in the military and sent overseas. Before he returned, Jean was living with another man. His name was Lieutenant Scott, not to be confused with Dr. Scott, not the same person. They were discussing marriage, but when Brenner got returned, he got custody of their daughter, Christine, due to Jean's infidelity. That was just how it worked in LA in 1946. 4 days later, Jean went to see her lawyer with a black eye and said Scott had beaten her up and threatened to kill her if she left him. But that didn't stop her from doing so. There was a lot of reasons to implicate him in this murder, but he had powerful connections through the military and could easily have had help covering up the murder. Now suspect number 2, Kirk Douglas, an actor best known for being Michael Douglas's dad. They had done a movie together. He came forward and told authorities that Spangler had been cast as an extra in one of the recent films, but that he barely remembered her. Spangler's mother stated that her daughter had mentioned someone named Kirk, but was unaware who the man was. It had been speculated that she was 3 months pregnant, and he was the father, and she was looking to extort him. Could it be Kirk Douglas was the father? If he was, would he find it easier to get rid of Spangler than to allow himself to be extorted? We'll never know. Suspect number 3, Dr. Scott. He was an abortionist. Abortion was illegal in 1947, so if anything happened during an abortion, I don't believe the doctor would have tried to help her. So he would have probably disposed of her body. Suspect number 4, the mob. The mob was very prevalent at this time, and Spangler was known to party with some of the members. Specifically, friends of hers were Ogle and Nicole, who also disappeared that night. They were scheduled to testify against Mickey Cohen in court. They may simply have skipped town, or Cohen could have had them killed. Now, the suggestion arose that maybe the mob received a calculation to get rid of Spangler, but they actually disagree with this theory because the mob was not known for killing girls too much. They might beat them once in a while. However, people theorized the mob got a hold of Spangler and that she was either thrown into the ocean or buried somewhere in the desert. As for it being Cohen's possible illegitimate child, Spangler wouldn't be stupid enough to blackmail the kingpin himself. She knew from dating his henchmen that such a move would spell nothing but concrete shoes. It would appear this investigation wasn't merely a botched abortion, but perhaps a botched police investigation. That the killer was never found, or at least a person who knew something about Spangler, suggests police might not have been digging too hard. Spangler's wild ways and the type of crowd she ran with could have convinced people that the odds of finding her abductor were slim to none. The press played up the story of Spangler for several months, after which time the case went cold and was shelved. The Jean Spangler case is a cautionary tale for all of us, though, and we're drawn to the darkness like moths to a flame. Today, her daughter Christine refuses to discuss her glamorous mother, as does her ex-husband Benner. Like many Hollywood glamour girls who never realized their potential, Spangler, it would seem, became a distant memory best left forgotten. Let me know in the comment section what you think happened to her. Thank you very much for watching.